Good morning, students. Today we are going to see a simple and detailed explanation of Class 8 Science Measurement lesson. Okay, from the Samachir Kalvi syllabus. Ready? Okay. So, already you have been studied in Class 6, Class 7, and you all very much known about what is measurement. Okay. So, measurement is nothing but finding out the size, length, mass, time, or any other quantity using a tool or a method. For example, if you want to know how tall your friend is, you use a measuring tape, that is measuring the height. Okay, what do we need for the measurement? Okay, we use measurement in day-to-day life. Okay, to buy and sell things, to travel, to cook, in sports, in science experiments. In all these things, we'll be using measurement. Clear? Move on to physical quantities. You all know physical quantities are things we can measure. For example, length, mass, time, temperature, etc. So each physical quantity you have a number and a unit. For example, you have 5 meters. Okay, so 5 is your number and meter is a unit. So 5 meter is the measurement of length. Clear? Now we move on to units of measurement. So you all know unit is a standard quantity used to measure something. You have two types of unit. One is your fundamental unit. I already told you fundamental unit is nothing but your basic unit. These are the main unit you use in science. Okay. Length. So its unit is meter and its symbol is m. Mass, kilogram, and its symbol is kg. Time, its unit is second, symbol is S. Temperature, it's Kelvin and your symbol is K. Electric current, its unit is ampere and its symbol is A. Amount of substance, unit is mole and its symbol is MOL. Light intensity, your unit is candela and the symbol is CD. Okay. Derived units. So derived unit is nothing but it is made by combining basic unit. For example, speed. Speed is nothing but distance by time. So distance you measure by meter and your time in seconds. So its unit is meter per second. So derived unit is nothing but you will be combining the basic unit. Now move on to system of units. Earlier, different countries they use different system. Now the SI system, International System of Unit, is used all over the world. So SI unit of length is meter and mass is kilogram, time is second. Clear? To measure length, we'll be using some instruments, for example, ruler, measuring tape, vernier caliper, screw gauge. So vernier caliper, we use it for measuring small length. For screw gauge, for a very small objects like wire, etc. Clear? So tips for measuring correctly. So always keep the scale straight. Look at the scale from directly above. You start from zero mark, not the edge. So these are the tips for measuring accurately. Clear? Move on to measuring mass. So you'll be using beam balance and electrical balance. These are the two instruments you're using for measuring mass. So beam balance is your traditional balance and electronic balance, now modern world everybody is using, wherever you go they are using electronic balance. Okay, unit used here is kilogram. Next is measuring time. The instrument used here is clock or stopwatch and unit used is second. And measuring temperature is thermometer, unit used is Kelvin or degree Celsius. Okay, correct measurement practices is you use correct instrument, take reading at eye level and you use your standard unit. Avoid parallax error, looking at the scale from the wrong angle. Okay. And you all know 1 kilometer is 1000 meter and 1 kilogram is 1000 gram and 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Clear? and this is the basic of your measurement. Okay, now you all know measurement is a process of finding an unknown physical quantity by using a standard quantity, and you know the importance of measurement because measurement is important in our daily life. Okay, where we rely on measurements every day in cooking, shopping, traveling, medicine, etc. You all know what is a physical quantity and what is the unit of measurement, you all know, and system of unit. In system of unit, so historically various regions they use their own measurement system. For example, FPS system, CGS system and MKS system. So FPS is foot pound second and CGS is centimeter gram and second, and MKS system is meter kilogram and second. To standardize this measurement globally, we are using SI unit. This was introduced and which is based on the MKS system. Clear? So you know what is fundamental and derived unit, and we just now we have go through the measuring instruments, various measuring instruments. Now we move on to accuracy and precision. Accuracy is the closeness of a measured value to the actual value. So what is accuracy? It is the closeness of a measured value to the actual value. To explain in a better way, accuracy is how close your measurement is to the true value. Okay, how close your measurement is to the true value. And precision is how consistently you get the same measurement upon repetition. Okay, so precision is nothing but how consistently you get the same measurement upon repetition. Clear? For example, if you weigh 1 kilo weight multiple times, if you get 1 kilo each time, your measurement is both accurate and precise. If you get 0.9 kilogram each time, it's precise but not accurate. Clear? Now we'll move on to errors in measurement. So errors are the uncertainties in measurement. Okay, no measurement is perfectly exact. Error can arise due to instrumental errors. Okay, human errors, that is misreading the scales, environmental factors like temperature, humidity, etc. Okay, understanding errors helps in improving measurement techniques. Clear? Next, rounding off. Rounding off is reducing the number of digits in a number while keeping its value close to the original. Clear? For example, it simplifies numbers for ease of communication. For example, if 3.678, okay, rounded off to 2 decimal places. Okay, so now we can write it as 3.68. Clear? Approximation. Approximation is a finding a value close to the actual value when exact data is unavailable. Clear? This is used when exact measurements are impossible. Estimating the number of people in a crowd, like that. Okay. And significant figures is they are digits in a number that carry meaningful information about its precision. They indicate the certainty of a measurement. Clear? Hope you can understand. For example, 12.34. All 4 digits are significant. Clear? So significant figures are nothing but they are the digits in a number, but they carry meaningful information about that precision. Okay? Clear? Now you all know the basic units. You have 7 basic units for fundamental quantities that I already mentioned above, and you have derived units. I already told you it's a combination of base units. So it is formed by mathematical operation on base units. For example, area, length into breadth, volume, etc. Clear? Move on to plane and solid angles. Plane angle is measured in radians and solid angles they measured in steradians. Clear? Plane angle, that is the 2-dimensional angle, angle in a triangle, etc. Whereas solid angle is 3-dimensional area, 3-dimensional angle, for example cone, etc. Okay. Time measurement. Okay, time is measured using clocks and watches. Okay, so you'll be using analog clocks, that is use hands to show time, and digital display time numerically. And advanced timekeeping, they uses atomic clocks for high precision. Okay, temperature scales. See, temperature can be measured in Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin scales. Celsius, that is water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and they boil at 100 degrees Celsius. Whereas Fahrenheit, water freezes at 32 degree Fahrenheit and boils at 212 degree Fahrenheit. And Kelvin, absolute scale, that is 0K is absolute 0. Okay. And you have a conversion formula here, that is if you want to convert Celsius to Kelvin, you have to add Celsius with 273. And if you want to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, what you'll be doing? You will be Fahrenheit is equal to C into 9 by 5 plus 32. Clear? Move on to measuring instruments and their least count. So your least count is the smallest value. Okay, it's a very smallest value that can be measured by an instrument. Okay, so mainly ruler, its least count of 1 millimeter. If you take vernier caliper, its least count of 0.1 millimeter. And for screw gauge, 0.01 millimeter. Okay, this is choosing the right instrument depends on the required precision. Clear? Next is the standard units. You all know it ensures consistency in the measurement worldwide. Clear? So using standard units like SI unit, they allow the scientists and engineers across the globe to understand and replicate measurements accurately. Okay. So I'll just give a detailed summary. So we have studied about the measurement, which is the fundamental to science and daily life, and I've explained everything. And this accurate measurement is essential for scientific research, engineering design, daily activities like cooking, traveling and shopping. So hope you understand this measurement concept very clearly. Thank you.